Yes. So today we are studying a new chapter, which is kinematics. In that way, first we are going for one dimension only. आपको this is the first no second chapter of this one physics में. Third chapter में we are going in a motion in a plane, that is two dimension. Okay. So first we are talking about only one dimension, either x direction or y direction. Only one dimension we are talking about kinematics में. Okay. So we will see what is kinematics. So what is meaning of kinematics means? An idea?
The study of motion or the study of physics.
Yes. देखो, kine means motion and matics means study. Okay. Majorly study of motion of an object is nothing but kinematics. Okay. But without cause we are studying. मतलब देखो, it is a branch of physics that deals with the motion of the object without considering the cause of that motion. Why the motion is happening, we are not bothered. That will be coming in dynamics. Okay. Dynamics में we will see. उसमें forces are involved. Okay. Why the motion is going means force के वजह से it is moving. How what force, क्या force है, वो सब learn करने वाला dynamics आगे वाला. But now without considering the cause, we are studying the motion of the object. That branch is called as kinematics. Kinematics in 9th class also you deal. Same thing, little bit will be there. थोड़ा extension will be there. Okay. Short form में fast लिखो अच्छे से. Now motion को स्टडी करने के लिए सम वेरिएबल्स आर रिक्वायर्ड. वो वेरिएबल्स अगर लर्न करेगा देन ओनली यू विल अंडरस्टैंड कंप्लीटली अबाउट दिस चैप्टर. वो वेरिएबल्स क्या क्या है वी विल सी. कॉपीड. यस. शॉर्ट फॉर्म में लिखा. ओके. नाउ वेरिएबल्स क्या क्या है. These are the variables which you already know in 9th class. Distance, displacement, speed, velocity, acceleration, graphs we will study. Motion under gravity we are studying, and relative velocity we are studying. If you study these variables, your lesson is done. Khatam, chapter done. Everything you can able to answer. These are the variables. In speed also we will study different types of speed. One is average speed and other one is इंस्टेंटेनियस स्पीड. इंस्टेंटेनियस स्पीड में ही आपको डिफरेंशिएशन इंटीग्रेशन वगैरह आएगा. हियर आल्सो एवरेज स्पीड, एवरेज वेलोसिटी एंड इंस्टेंटेनियस वेलोसिटी. And here also same thing, average acceleration, instantaneous acceleration. So these all we are studying detailedly. And graphs under motion under gravity, relative velocity. एक एक का एक एक टॉपिक है. कंपलसरी वन चैप्टर में क्वेश्चंस आने वाला है. ओके. वन चैप्टर वन क्वेश्चन कंपलसरी. So you should be very careful. Don't miss anything. These variables अगर पढ़ेगा तो चैप्टर डन. So today maximum will do distance, displacement, speed also, average speed find करना तक जाएंगे, उधर तक जाएंगे. First three topics तक will go. First four topics तक we'll try to finish. चलो. Now first we'll go for distance and displacement. आपको मालूम है डिस्टेंस क्या है. Tell me distance means? Distance covered means what is the meaning of? सुना नहीं है? कुछ बोलो. What is distance according to you?
The length of path covered by an object.
Path length covered by object. कितना walking किया है वो distance है, right? Actual path length covered by a moving particle in a given interval of time is called as distance. And you know, it is a scalar quantity, distance, and SI units is meters. And the distance of a moving object can never be zero. Zero कभी भी नहीं होगा. एक object move हो रहे बोले तो किधर भी जाओ, again it want to come to the same position also, distance will be there. Distance will not be zero. Next one will be displacement. Okay, displacement. Displacement we represent as S vector. It is vector quantity. That's why S से represent करेगा. So the shortest distance from initial position to final position. So this is the easiest one. Displacement means the shortest distance from initial position to the final position. So initial position किधर है? That one you have to see. Final position किधर है? That one you have to see. If we join one vector, joining initial position to final position, that is called displacement. Okay, and it is a vector quantity. SI units is same as that of meters, and the displacement of a moving body can be maybe zero. Can you give example where object should move, the displacement is zero? Any example?
Straight line.
Straight line हो तो क्या होगा? जा रहा है ना? The displacement will be there.
Sir, circle.
Huh?
Circle.
Circular path. Not only this one also.
The
देखो.
initial position and final position are the same.
So the object went like this and again came back to the original position. Then displacement is zero. Because the shortest distance from initial position इधर ही है, final position again came back to original position, so there is no displacement, zero. Okay, so आपको केयरफुल से प्रॉब्लम्स करने समय ध्यान से देखना पड़ेगा, इसी में आपको पीपल को मिस्टेक्स होगा. डिस्टेंस तो नॉर्मली कवर होगा. है ना? डिस्टेंस डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेरिएबल्स पढ़ रहे, दिस आर 9th क्लास ओनली, बेसिक वन, राइट? चलो, द रेशियो ऑफ डिस्टेंस टू द magnitude of the displacement is greater than 1 or equal to 1, right? True or false? Distance and displacement का ratio is equal to or greater than 1. Distance will be more, right? Displacement से equal भी हो सकते हैं और more भी हो सकते हैं, but it is not less than. Okay, चलो न्यूमेरिकल्स करेंगे बेस्ड ऑन डिस्टेंस. यू नो बेसिक फार्मूलास, राइट? मैथ्स तो आता है ना, बेसिक वाला सर्कल का वगैरह आता है ना. चलो, नाउ स्टार्ट डूइंग. टिल आंसर्स, इजी वन. A car is moving on a circular track of radius 70 meters. Find the distance and displacement made by the car reaches opposite end of the track. Circular track है? इधर से स्टार्ट हुआ and it reaches to the opposite end, then distance क्या है, displacement क्या है?
So distance is 220 and displacement is 140.
देखेंगे आपको कितना है कृष्णा?
Same.
हाँ, distance means this from here to the actual path length covered, whatever he walks. So this is a circumference का आधा है ना, so 2 pi r by 2 is how much? Pi r. So distance is pi r and displacement is the shortest distance from initial position final position. If you join a line, this is called displacement. ये तो डायमीटर है ना, डायमीटर क्या है आपको 70 है, मतलब रेडियस इज 70, डायमीटर विल बी 140, राइट? सो आंसर क्या है? इट इज 220 मीटर्स एंड 140 मीटर्स. आया सब लोग का?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, नेक्स्ट वन. An object moves 3.5 times around the circular path of radius 100 meters. Calculate the total distance and total displacement.
So if we take pi as 3.14 will be easier, right?
हाँ, अगर multiples है तो see 3.5 will go in, right, 7. So you can take as 22/7.
Sir, 426 and 200.
कितना?
426 and 200.
426 and 200. ये नंबर अच्छा नहीं है, फैंसी नंबर नहीं है, मे बी रॉन्ग होगा, पता नहीं, देखेंगे, यू विल सी. डायग्राम ड्रॉ करके अच्छे से करो. An object moves 3.5 times around a circular path.
Sir, wait. Sir, 2826.
नंबर प्रॉपर फैंसी नंबर नहीं है.
2826 only, sir.
ओके, विल सी. आप लोग का कितना है?
Sir, I got distance as 2200 and displacement as 200.
Yeah,
हाँ,
sir,
ये तो
same.
फैंसी नंबर जैसा लग रहा है. अच्छा है. Tusha, when the particle is starting from here, A position, 3.5 times means tell me how much when at which position the particle is reached. देखो, 1 round, 2 round, second round, and third round. And 3.5 means again exactly it will be reaching here.
Sir, I got it.
Displacement तो ये वाला है only, same thing, radius का double 200. And distance कौन सा, distance कितना यूज करेगा? 2 pi r is 1 into 3.5, right? 2.5 into 3.5. So answer is 2200 and 200 is answer. आया सब लोग को? चल नेक्स्ट ना करो, easy one. Particle is moving in a circular path of radius r. What would be distance traveled and displacement after completion half the circle and full circle? Half circle में distance
Into
displacement क्या होगा? हाँ?
Into capital R and 2 capital R.
Okay, and displacement कितना हो?
2R.
Okay, full circle में?
0. 0.
Displacement 0. अनुष्ठा, ये तो easy है ना? चल ना करो. I'll give options. A भी JEE मेंस क्वेश्चन था. थिंक करके करो, देखते हैं, विदाउट कॉपिंग करो.
So what do you mean by displacement of a point P?
हाँ, क्वेश्चन ऐसे दिया, एक व्हील इज देयर, व्हील के पास एक पॉइंट इज देयर, मतलब मान लो वो एक टेप लगाया, पी पॉइंट का टेप लगाया, वो घूम रहा है तो टेप भी घूमेगा.
Okay.
ओके, नाउ इज आस्किंग डिस्प्लेसमेंट, वो पॉइंट पी आफ्टर हाफ रोटेशन ऑफ द व्हीकल कितना डिस्प्लेसमेंट किया होगा. यही मीन्स क्वेश्चन, एग्जैक्ट आंसर बोलो.
Sure.
गॉट आंसर. इतना जल्दी है तो रॉन्ग है.
Wait now, sir.
Sir, I got C.
पता नहीं, देखेंगे. देखो, एक ग्राउंड है, व्हील ऑफ रेडियस आर, एक व्हील है ऑफ रेडियस आर. ओके, द व्हाट विल बी द डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ द पॉइंट पी विच इज ऑन द ग्राउंड. ओके, द पॉइंट पी मान लो इसके ऊपर स्टिकर है, आफ्टर हाफ रोटेशन के बाद डिस्प्ले पॉइंट पी का डिस्प्लेसमेंट कितना होगा. यू टेल मी व्हेन द आफ्टर हाफ रिवोल्यूशन द पॉइंट पी विल बी कमिंग हियर, is coming here after half rotation. He is asking displacement. Displacement क्या है? The shortest distance from initial position to final position. So join the line from initial position to the final position. This displacement ये find करने का. Okay, ये distance कितना है? Total distance is how much? R plus R 2R. And ये कितना होगा? Can you tell me? ये distance.
pi r.
Complete revolution is 2 pi R. This is pi R. खत्म, 90 degrees है. How to find hypotenuse? So under root pi r square plus 2r whole square, 4r square. So कितना होगा? R will be coming outside, under root pi square plus 4. So C is answer. So very careful, आपको diagram draw करके always understand the question and try. Understood? Sure. Next. Easy one. A particle moves along the circumference of circle from P to Q. Find the displacement and distance moved by the particle. Easy one. कृष्णा बोलो कितना.
So 11 by 7 R and R root 2.
R02 is displacement, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, in terms of pi में बोल लो distance
Pi
का.
R by 2.
pi r by 2. Right? See, displacement के लिए the shortest distance from initial position to the final position. Just join a line. This is nothing but displacement. Displacement कैसा आएगा? 90 degrees है ना? So R root 2. Right? Root of R square plus R square. R root 2 आएगा. Okay? That is displacement. And distance कैसा आएगा when the particle came up to here to
1
here?
by 4 of 2 pi r.
So pi r by 2, right? Indirectly. So pi r by 2 is the distance and displacement is R root 2. This is displacement. This is distance. Okay. Now in this question may suppose particle came from देखो particle came, this is R1, this is R2. Okay, R. Angle 120 degrees. Tell.
So distance
Distance and displacement amount.
So distance is 2 pi r by 3. 2 pi r by 2. 4 pi r by 3, sir. Distance.
हाँ
4 pi r by 3.
4 पाई आर बाई 3 कैसे आएगा?
So 2 pi r by 3.
2 पाई आर बाई 3 नो, क्या 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 2 पाई आर बाई 3 कैसे आ रहा है, क्या आ रहा है? सी अभी नॉर्मल 90 डिग्रीज तो आप पाइथागोरस थ्योरम लगा रहे हैं. 120 some other
So
angle.
60 degrees will be 2 pi r, then 120 degrees will be
ऐसा नहीं है, मतलब यूनिटरी मेथड कर रहे हैं क्या? मतलब वो दैट रिलेशन है क्या?
box, sir.
ओके चलो देखेंगे. देखो इस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस में एनी एंगल सर्कुलर पाथ में एनी एंगल में फॉर्मूला फॉर डिस्प्लेसमेंट लिखो. डिस्प्लेसमेंट फॉर्मूला लिखो, शॉर्टकट लगाएंगे. इट विल बी इजी फॉर यू फॉर दिस वन. ओके देखो ऐसा मॉडल्स में कैसे करने का. सपोज मान लो this is initially point P is here and it came up to Q. It can be any angle theta. Okay. Now we know this one distance. Distance क्या है? आपको कितना path the travel किया? This distance. हाँ tell me. This is L or R मान लो. हाँ tell me. What is the formula? याद है ये वाला? A length L है, right? Arc length L है. Theta is there. Can you tell me what is
Theta
the
by
formula?
360 into 2 pi r.
No, L, R and theta का relationship चाहिए. We know basic maths में first में starting में we studied actually L, R and theta should be in radians. So what formula you use? Arc length is equal to L is equal to R theta. Distance is nothing but L only here in this case में, right? L is equal to R theta. This is the formula. Arc length is R theta. This is basic maths में. Anybody if you ask also for secondary students में they will tell what is the distance between arc length, theta and radius means L equal to R theta will write. Okay. And theta should be in radians always. याद रखो radians. This formula is useful only when there is radians. Okay. Now displacement in this case में displacement in this case में is equal to formula क्या है? 2r sin theta by 2. Always use this formula. 2r sin theta by 2 is a formula to find displacement in a circular path when a particle is going from any angle from one position to other position. Normal है तो 90 है तो easily you can do, 180 also you can do, 120 150 में difficult हो जाएगा. उसके लिए we have to use this formula. Okay, so कैसा भी कर सकते हैं actually. देखो वेक्टर्स का यूज करके we can find. देखो सपोज मान लो this is r, this is r. Okay, angle is theta. Okay, and we have to find displacement this one, right? This is the shortest distance from initial position to final position. Okay, in vector form use करके we'll try to find. देखो one vector is like this, other vector is like this, and displacement को d मान लो, d vector. Okay, so इसको मैं बाहर ले रहा हूँ. देखो understand, this is r1 vector मान लो, this is r2 vector. Why? Because magnitude same but direction is different, right? So that's why r1 vector r2 vector बोल के बोल रहा हूँ. बाद में लास्ट में magnitude substitute करेंगे. Okay, angle is theta and this vector is d vector, right? d vector. Triangle apply करो. Two vectors are taken in the same order. The resultant will be taken in the opposite order. So which one is resultant here? R1 or R2 or D? Which one is resultant here in this
R2.
case? R2. So I can write like this: R2 vector is equal to R1 vector plus D vector. So from this D vector is nothing but R2 vector minus R1 vector. Matlab to get displacement we have to subtract by using subtraction of vectors. So what is the formula subtraction of vectors? क्या है formula? Under root R1 square plus R2 square minus 2 R1 R2 cos theta, right? चलो, and R1 R2 values are same, magnitude same है. Subs करो. D is equal to under root R square plus R square 2R square, and इधर भी 2R square common ले रहा हूँ, 1 minus cos theta. What is 1 minus cos theta? याद है?
Sin square theta by 2.
2 sin square theta.
2 sin square theta by 2.
हाफ एंगल फॉर्मूला बोलते हैं इसको. ओके, टू टू बाहर आ जाएगा, आर स्क्वायर बाहर आ जाएगा, सो इट इज 2r sin थीटा बाई 2। डेरिवेशन कोई नहीं पूछेगा, वेन एवर ये फॉर्मुला शीट में देने वाला हूं बाद में आपको, डिस्प्लेसमेंट कभी भी पूछेगा तो इन द सर्कुलर पाथ में 2r sin थीटा बाई 2।
2 come out.
हाँ
Okay, got it.
हाँ,
Yes, sir.
2 कॉमन, 2 into 2 2 4 8 बाहर आ जाएगा। 2r sin थीटा बाई 2 इज अ फार्मूला वी हैव टू बाय हार्ट। उनका भी होटल में इसका इसका आंसर कितना होगा? आर आर एंगल इज 60 degrees। Okay, in this case में this is point P, here Q, the particle came from here to here. I want distance and displacement.
So distance is r pi by 6 and displacement is
Pi by
where is
6
it
is
there?
60, yeah.
Yeah,
Pi,
60 is oh pi by 3, my bad, sorry.
हाँ,
So
R
for
into
displacement also theta should be in radians or
हाँ,
that
theta कुछ
degrees
भी होने
of
दो, theta 90 मतलब we can put anything in this case में second formula में। Okay, कितना होगा?
yeah.
60 by 2 is 30, right? So कितना होगा? Displacement is 2r
So
sin
that
theta
means
by
r
2।
2r into half is r only, right?
हाँ, okay, 2r sin that is 1 by 2, right? स्टेप लिख लो सो दैट आपको आगे में समझ में आएगा। सो कितना होगा? 2r into 1 by 2 is r। डिस्प्लेसमेंट में कोई भी एंगल, नॉर्मल एंगल्स में यू कैन नो, अदर एंगल्स में 2r sin थीटा बाई 2 इज अ फार्मूला। ये फार्मूला शीट में डालने पड़ेगा पूरा।
Sir, I have a doubt.
ये टेल में
Sir, if they don't mention the direction and they just ask to find distance, so can we go in the reverse direction and take angle as 360 minus theta?
हाँ, मतलब ही विल मेंशन इनिशियल पोजीशन किधर, विदाउट नोइंग चीटिंग मेथड विल नॉट डू, वेयर एवर ही स्टार्ट्स ऐसे नहीं बोलेगा। ही विल टेल द पार्टिकल स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम हियर एंड एंडिंग हियर, और डिस्टेंस एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट।
So, sir, he'll give the direction in which it's moving.
हाँ, he will give from here PQ, shortest path you take always, shortest way में जो ऐसे नहीं कि घुमा के नहीं जाएगा, P to Q means nothing but P ऐसे clockwise में short angle में जाने का always। Okay, चलो हो गया। Next, now we done, now we distance and displacement done, now we have to enter into the speed। you know already speed velocity के बारे में already you know। speed definition क्या होगा? speed is
Distance traveled by an object per time.
per unit time, लिखो, rate of change of distance with respect to time is called speed। rate of change of distance with respect to time, that means what is the formula? Distance by time, speed is equal to distance by time, very important formula। okay, and you know इसका SI units is meters per second and dimensions is dimensions बोल सकते हो, इसका कितना होगा? MLT वाला यूनिट्स एंड डायमेंशंस थोड़ा भी स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ ना डायमेंशंस, MLT वाला नॉर्मल मालूम है ना, MLT है ऐसे बोलते हैं यार, थोड़ा लर्न करो MLT वाला। सी वी हैव एक्चुअली 7 फंडामेंटल क्वांटिटीज आर देयर, उसमें M इज मास, L इज लेंथ, T इज टाइम। ओके, इन चैप्टर वाइज में यू नो बनाते जाओ, वो दैट चैप्टर यू विल कवर इन बिटवीन ऑफ द चैप्टर्स ओनली। ओके, सो डिस्टेंस इज सिंबल क्या होगा? वी कैन रिप्रेजेंट L, distance is nothing but L, right? In the always we have to represent in 7 fundamental quantities only. That 7 fundamental quantities I'll give. Mass, length, time is a basic one, MLT wala. Okay, and length you know length is nothing but L, right? And time is nothing but T. So dimension क्या होगा? ऊपर लेके आए तो T पर 1 है ना, ऊपर गया तो T पर -1, so M power 0, L power 1, T power -1. This is the dimensions of M power 0, L power 1, T power -1 is the dimensions of the speed। ये सभी में एनी फॉर्मूला में वी शुड एबल टू राइट, थोड़ा थोड़ा आएगा, समझ में आएगा। And scalar quantity, vector quantity, speed. Speed is a scalar quantity.
Scalar.
Okay.
So can't I just directly write L power 1 and T power minus 1 vice M
नो
also?
ऑर्डर में आपको लिखना पड़ेगा, एनीथिंग एनी ऑर्डर, बट जनरली फॉलो करेंगे एमएलटी में जाने वाला है. Okay, done. Now here we have different types of speeds. Okay, थोड़ा theoretical topic है. Different types of speeds. What are the different types? One is uniform speed. Uniform speed means object covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. Then we can say the speed is uniform. Equal time मतलब मान लो 1 hour में it distance covered is 50 kilometers A to B, and B to C में 1 more hour में 50 kilometers. Then we can say the speed is uniform. Uniform speed बोलते हैं. मतलब indirectly we can say a car moving with 60 kilometers per hour constantly. That is nothing but uniform speed. Highway में जा रहा है 60 kilometers per hour. So every hour he is covering that 60 kilometers, right? So that is called uniform speed. And its reverse will be okay, non-uniform speed. Okay. Next one will be non-uniform speed. Non-uniform is nothing but variable speed. So it is saying unequal distances. If an object covers unequal distance in equal interval of time, मतलब 1 hour, it may be traffic में. First initially he went for 50 kilometers. बाद में he went 40 kilometers only. Same time में, same. That's why it's called non-uniform speed. So we can say a car in a traffic is nothing but non-uniform speed. Short form में लिखो. Unequal distances in equal interval of time. Definitions no one will ask, but understand the meaning. Next one is average speed. These types are important. Average speed. Average speed means total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Very important definition. इससे only total numericals are solved. Total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So this is a formula. Average speed का formula is total distance by total time taken. On the video from now. Total distance by total time taken. ये definition use करके all numericals will be solved. Then sure. Next. Last type is okay. Before that, average speed depends on distance and time, not the direction. Direction पर depend नहीं होगा. Only distance and time पर depend होगा. Average speed का. Okay, because it's scalar quantity. Next one is instantaneous speed. Last type. Instantaneous speed means at small interval of time में what is the speed? That is called instantaneous speed. Because the speed of an object at particular instant of time. at particular instant में, suppose you are running for 10 seconds, I ask what is your 7th second speed, that is called instant speed. That at that time, what is the speed? Okay, and we represent in mathematicals में we represent as limit t tends to 0 delta s by delta t. limits chapter हुआ आपका? limits chapter मैथ्स में? हाँ होगा, that to maybe this first year or second year में रहेगा limits बोल के. t tends to 0 means it is not 0, but it is like very small quantity, 0.00009. In that small interval of time में what is the speed? That is called instant speed. Or we can represent small interval of time में को we call as dt, and in that dt में differentiation वाला smaller quantities को always we represent dt, small one. Okay, and in that small interval of time में what is the speed is ds. Okay, so particular instant of time में what is the speed? ds by dt. So we can write it is a magnitude of instantaneous velocity, is also called as instantaneous speed. स्पीड एंड वेलोसिटी का एक ही फर्क है, वो मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ वेलोसिटी नथिंग बट स्पीड. आप 9th क्लास में सीखा होगा ना, स्पीड प्लस डायरेक्शन इज इक्वल टू वेलोसिटी बोल के सीखा ना 9th क्लास में. So velocity is vector quantity, both the units are same only, but direction if you represent will get velocity. So at that small interval of time में कितना small distance it is covered, that is called as instant speed. Speed को distance by time, right? वो वाला. Okay, चलो. Now we got velocity. We'll go for velocity. Velocity you already know. It is
Sir,
vector
can you
quantity.
Yes.
Okay. Velocity. Velocity means it is a rate of change of displacement. That is rate of change of distance. This is rate of change of displacement. Okay, with respect to time. So it tells both how fast in which direction the object is moving. Here direction also it will represent. Vector always, because vector means nothing but magnitude direction, right? Direction भी रहेगा vector में. Okay. So velocity का formula क्या है? Displacement by time is called velocity. Displacement by time is called velocity. And SI units is meters per second. And dimension क्या होगा? Same thing. Displacement का L है. And T का ऊपर गया तो T inverse. M per 0. Done? Here also we have types of velocities. Same types are there. Understand? Then numericals करने वाला पूरा. Uniform velocity.
So can you
Same
go back
thing.
for a second? Yeah, sir, done.
Done, Krishna? Chalo. Now here also types of velocities. First one is uniform velocity. Already you know. It covers instead of distance, displacement आएगा. It covers equal displacement in equal intervals of time. Direction remains constant. Direction तो same ही रहने का, because direction vector quantity, right? Direction भी same रहने का. Equal displacement in equal interval of time. That is called uniform velocity. And example, train moving straight with 60 kilometers per hour north. देखो डायरेक्शन शुड बी सेम. एक बार नॉर्थ में गया, एक बार ईस्ट में गया तो रॉन्ग हो जाएगा. इवन दो मैग्नीट्यूड सेम, if direction is different, we cannot say there is uniform velocity. Okay, so short form लिखो, if it object covers equal displacement in equal interval of time. Okay, एंड इसका ऑपोजिट विल बी नॉन यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी. देखो बर बर का क्वेश्चन आने वाला है, हार्ड क्वेश्चंस भी जाएगा. विल गो, विल सी. डन ना, शॉर्ट फॉर्म में लिख लो. Next one is non-uniform velocity. We should say velocity changes with time, either due to the change in magnitude and direction or both. This is called non-uniform velocity. मतलब क्या होगा, either direction change हुआ तो वो non-uniform बोलते हैं, even though magnitude is same, direction change हुआ तो भी we can say non-uniform velocity, और both also change हुआ तो भी non-uniform velocity. Then चलो, car taking turn, if direction changes, right, that's why it is non-uniform velocity. Next one is average velocity. This is important. Average velocity is important. What is the definition? Total displacement divided by total time taken. This is the average velocity. Total displacement by total time taken is called average velocity. That is what total distance by total time taken, total displacement by total time taken. And average velocity can be zero even if the distance is non-zero, right? Because the displacement came into picture, right? Even though distance change non-zero quantity also, but average velocity can be zero. Particle going from home to school and school to home, the total displacement is zero. That's why average velocity is zero. So generally, speed ko we represent as v only, and velocity ko we represent as v bar, v vector. So both are same only. Speed and velocity बोल के meaning है. Okay, done. Next one. Last one is instantaneous velocity. Velocity at particular specific instant of time. So we represent in limits tends to ds vector by dt. Small displacement, right? S vector. S is nothing but distance. S vector is nothing but displacement by time. Now in differential form में, small delta t को we represent as dt, and this is ds, right? So in differentiation form में we can write like this: v vector is equal to ds vector by dt. Okay. Small displacement vector लगा रहा हूँ, displacement. अब vector नहीं तो distance. Okay. So ds by dt is nothing but velocity. See, rate of change of displacement is called velocity, right? So whenever they ask, you should differentiate. That's why differentiation we learn in basic maths. अभी पूरा whenever instantaneous comes, पूरा differentiation integration काम आने वाला है. Okay. नो क्वेश्चंस करेंगे, एक एक का समझ में आएगा। डन। चलो न्यूमेरिकल्स करेंगे। सो एवरेज स्पीड का वी आर टॉकिंग फर्स्ट एवरेज के बारे में पूरा लर्न करने में, बाद में नेक्स्ट क्लास में इंस्टेंटेनियस के बारे में लर्न करेंगे पूरा इंस्टेंट डिफरेंशियल इंटीग्रेशन कहानी चलेगा। ओके बट हियर एवरेज स्पीड का फॉर्मूला क्या है? टेल मी। एवरेज स्पीड का इज टोटल डिस्टेंस बाय टोटल टाइम टेकन। एवरेज वेलोसिटी का फॉर्मूला इज टोटल डिस्प्लेसमेंट बाय टोटल टाइम टेकन। एंड यू नो हाउ टू फाइंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट, राइट? वो यूज करना पड़ेगा। ओके चलो करो and tell the answer. A train travels from city A to city B with a constant speed of 10 meters per second and return back to city A with a constant speed of 20 meters per second. He's asking find the average speed of the entire journey. Come. A train travels from city A to city B. जाने समय कितना स्पीड है? 10 meters per second. And coming time में 20 meters per second. He's asking what is the average speed of the entire journey.
So won't it be 15?
It will be 15 now, why?
10
Average
plus
ऐसा
20
नहीं
by
है।
2.
अब 20 plus 10 by 2 वो नहीं है एवरेज। फॉर्मूला ऑलवेज यू हैव टू यूज। फॉर्मूला से वी शुड नेवर लीव दैट फॉर्मूला एवरेज वाला कभी भी। टेल मी कृष्णा व्हाट यू डू? एवरेज स्पीड का फॉर्मूला क्या है? स्पीड इज
Total distance by total time.
टोटल डिस्टेंस बाय टोटल टाइम। नो करो।
Sir, won't you have a variable?
व्हाट?
So you'll have a variable, right?
व्हाट वेरिएबल? नो आंसर नंबर में आएगा।
Sir, can't we assume the time to be 1 second
अब नो
while going and
1
coming?
सेकंड। नहीं ऐसा नहीं। देखो वन आई विल टेल यू, यू ट्राई टू डू। देखो A to B distance and B to A distance is same or not? Right? Same, right? So पहले x मान लो, x is the distance while going
So won't
A
I
to
get
B.
like in decimal the answer?
आंसर कितना है?
Sir, 40 by 3.
We'll see. See, while going and coming में x मान लो, right? X is the distance, right? Both are same, right? While going. Okay. Total distance is how much then? What is the total distance?
X.
X plus x, right? 2x by total time taken, मतलब जाने वाला टाइम, आने वाला टाइम. We know that speed is equal distance by time. Time is equal distance by speed. So while going, tell me what is the time taken? Tell me, Krishna. Speed is equal to distance by time. Time is equal to distance by speed. While going, में what is the distance? X by speed is how much? 10. Plus while coming time, में distance is x by speed is 20. Now solve.
Yes, sir, it will be 40 by 3 only.
या देखेंगे इन लोग को बने दो। x कॉमन लेके सॉल्व करो। How much, Krishna?
So same answer.
40 by 3, you got it? Yes, 40 by 3 is the answer. So, see, even though time is not given, even though distance is not given, so we have to solve. ऐसे ही क्वेश्चन आएगा पूरा डिटेल में। ओके सो आपको अज्यूम करके एक एक का, डोंट अज्यूम 1 सेकंड 2 सेकंड और 100 किलोमीटर्स, ऐसा मत अज्यूम करो। सो बेस्ड ऑन द क्वेश्चन यू हैव टू यूज द वेरिएबल्स एंड फाइनली वेरिएबल्स गेट कैंसिल्ड। ओके चलो, अंडरस्टूड राइट?
Yes, sir.
नेक्स्ट वन करो, विदाउट कॉपिंग करो। A particle starts from x equal 0 along a straight path, moves 25 meters straight, then stops, then turns around 10 meters back, finally stop 15 meters from the starting point. Total time is 10 seconds. What is the average speed and average velocity? Easy करो।
Basically, can't we just add and divide by 10 for average
आंसर
speed?
बोलो। आंसर बोलो. What are the method you do? Tell the answer. So always diagram draw करो. You'll understand what is the answer. Particle starts from this one line diagram बोलते हैं. X equal 0 में the particle started along straight path 25 meters it moved from A to B मान लो. Then again he turns around the 10 meters back. He came again back 10 meters. Okay, मतलब इधर से इधर तक is 15 meters, right? Okay. Now total time is 10 seconds. Now tell me, average speed is how much? Total distance by total time taken. Total distance कितना cover किया? It went like this and again came back 10 meters. So it is 35 by total time taken उधर तक आने के लिए कितना time लगा? 10 seconds. So 3.5 meters per second is the average speed. Now find average velocity.
Sir, it'll be so it'll be 1.5
Yes.
because the middle point is the destination.
Yes.
So
By total time taken. देखो डिस्प्लेसमेंट किधर तक का है कृष्णा. इट इनिशियल पोजीशन फाइनल पोजीशन इधर है. कितना की मीटर्स में? 15. So 15 by 10. And time you should take total time only. 1.5 meters per second. I should. चलो ना करो. A car traveling on a straight line moves with a uniform velocity v1 for some time and with uniform velocity v2 in the next equal time. The average velocity of the car is. In terms of variables में आएगा. Tell the answer.
like is it like a formula for this?
नहीं फॉर्मूला वगैरह बैड मत करो. ज्यादा फॉर्मूलास डोंट मेथड यूज करो.
So I think I remember the direct formula. I think I'm not sure.
नहीं मेथड से बोलो. यूज द सेम फॉर्मूला. कुछ नहीं है. एवरेज वेलोसिटी का फॉर्मूला क्या है? टोटल डिस्प्लेसमेंट बाय टोटल टाइम टेकन. यूज दैट वन. कृष्ण करो. A car traveling in a straight line moves with a uniform velocity v1 for some time. v1 for some time and with uniform velocity v2 in the next equal time. So either time and equal time tt. You're asking average velocity of the car is how much? Iska velocity average is car velocity.
V2 by 2.
Huh?
V1 plus V2 by 2.
Yes, correct. देखो फॉर्मूला तो सेम है. एवरेज वेलोसिटी का फॉर्मूला टोटल डिस्प्लेसमेंट बाय टोटल टाइम टेकन. ओके टोटल डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज हाउ मच? सो इधर से इधर तक स्पीड इज इक्वल डिस्टेंस बाय टाइम एंड डिस्टेंस इक्वल टू स्पीड इन टाइम, राइट? सो स्पीड v1 इंटू टी प्लस इधर क्या कितना डिस्टेंस कवर है? v2 इंटू टी बाई टोटल टाइम टेकन इज t प्लस टी इज 2t. So the t commonly the t get cancelled. So v1 plus v2 by 2 is answer. So where? So formula तो we are not going beyond total displacement total time taken. वो यूज करो. बहुत सारा formulas रहेगा वो learn करता गया तो problem हो जाए. अभी याद रहेगा but you have so many problems ahead in the so minimum formulas concept सीखो ज्यादा. Okay चलो next एक क्वेश्चन करो. नो कर सकते. हु विल डू? डायग्राम ड्रॉ करो नीटली लिखो. A particle covers half of the journey with a constant speed v, half of the remaining part of the journey. So, मानो distance is d. Half of the journey, मतलब इधर तक मान लो, मतलब d/2 distance में he is telling the speed is v, and half of the remaining part of the journey, this is d/2, remaining part of the journey with a constant speed 2v, and the rest of the journey at constant 2. See, half of the remaining part of journey, मतलब इसका half, मतलब d/4 distance दूर में,
So will you get the
Student-
answer in terms of V?
हाँ v terms में ले आएगा, and rest of the journey with a constant speed 4v. This is also d/4. So distance and speed आ गया आपको. He's telling what is the average speed of the entire journey. Question understood? Half of the remaining part of the journey is covered with 2v speed, and remaining is 4v speed, and
It
a1
was
v.
16V/11.
देखेंगे. You're doing or just copying?
No, sir, I did it.
दिखो.
Let's should I send it to you?
No, दिखो इधर से. No need of sending. नोटबुक ऐसे लगा के देखो. And see now you are writing, I think so. अच्छे से करो. सी आंसर बोलने में 1 मिनट ऐसा मत करो. यू प्रैक्टिस नाइसली, डू क्वेश्चंस, एंड यू नो आगे का फिर से बोलने के लिए नहीं बोलने का, इसलिए थोड़ा यूज करो, नोटबुक में लिखो. यूज करो फॉर्मूला, टोटल डिस्टेंस बाय टोटल टाइम टेकन ऑन द वीडियोस. टोटल डिस्टेंस बाय टोटल टाइम टेकन. Average speed is equal to total distance is d by total time taken. So speed is equal distance by time. Time is equal distance by speed. इसका distance by speed मतलब plus
Can you
इसका
tell the
distance.
answer?
हाँ
So can you tell the answer once?
16 way. आंसर आया कितना? आंसर आया?
So 16V/11.
Yes, correct. This is answer. So d common लेके LCM लिया तो you'll get as 16/11v. हाँ मानो क्या हुआ? दिखाओ बोले तो बंद करके बैठेगा, इसलिए डोंट कॉपी एनीथिंग. यू इफ यू आर रियली डूइंग दिखा के सर ये हो गया बोले तो अच्छा रहेगा.
No, sir, I didn't even write the question. I just solved it directly.
हाँ मरे ऐसे मत करो, लर्न करो पूरा.